4 straight. The Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Miami! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That's kind of a kick to the gut, because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. In the red area, it's high. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On target to the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Sapp. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to throw, it's Sapp. Got it in the middle, it's Humphreys. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Humphreys. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. There he goes. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Might as well stick with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Trying to barge in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now self more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
He'll do it himself. It's these little moments like that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Now they'll run the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
got an open man. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Scanning the field, it's Sapp. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphreys.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Oh, they're after him. Gonna breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Canes will have it first and 10. The give to the lone running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Sapp. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And off Jones. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the grab on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. To the air, it's Sapp. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Hey, 27, John.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. And to throw it before he wanted.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
This time he's got it. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Bucs send that offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job at the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get... right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
On the set.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Browning. Tackled there by the defense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Browning. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
It's caught. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Working that left side now. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you?
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just...
Oh, he's got some space. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. This time on target. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just